On August 3rd, Nymphia Wind, the first Taiwanese winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, waved to the Dutch crowd from a boat at Amsterdam Pride Parade, next to a giant pink balloon reading Taiwan First in Asia, celebrating the 2019 legalization of same-sex marriage. Taiwan's representative to the Netherlands, Tian Zhongguang, praised Nymphia as a symbol of the nation's freedom, creativity, and resilience. LGBTQ rights as Taiwan's soft power. What a milestone. And today, I want to talk about one vehicle that helped Taiwan get there. Movies. Hi, I'm Seriously, Taiwan Matters, Taiwanese American living in Europe. These are my guinea pigs. They're more into food shows than movies. When I grew up in Taiwan in the 70s and 80s, the country was very conservative on LGBTQ topics. We didn't talk about it. LGBTQ life was kept underground, not just unseen, but often deliberately suppressed. Schools didn't teach it, the media didn't show it, and there were no openly visible role models. Nothing like what we see today. People could be polite and generous, yet still shut the door on the idea that someone close to them might be gay. That's where stories come in. Movies can give us a new perspective, connect us through shared values, and sometimes crack the door open for change. Taiwan's LGBTQ cinema spans everything from rom-com to slow art house and reflects social progress. Some of the genre's most important voices. Zero Zhou Meiling, Taiwan's most openly queer director, with films like Spider Lilies, which won the Teddy Award at the Berlin Film Festival. Tsai Ming-liang, one of my favorites, but be warned, his movies can be slow. If you pop popcorn, it might be done before anyone on screen moves or says a word. This art house master's film, like Vive l'Amour and The River, portray queer longing and isolation with striking intimacy. Patrick Liu, director of Your Name Engraved Herein, Taiwan's highest-grossing LGBTQ film, set in 1987 when martial law ended. It brought a queer love story to audiences who might never have sought it out. Beyond these names, I want to highlight 3 films, not just because they're great, but because they reveal something about Taiwan's culture and its strides toward equality in ways that feel personal to me. The Wedding Banquet, 1993, directed by An Li, the man behind Brokeback Mountain and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This movie follows Simon and Wei Tong, a gay couple in Manhattan. To quiet Wei Tong's suspicious parents, Simon suggests a marriage of convenience between Wei Tong and Wei Wei, an immigrant who needs a green card. But when the parents come to America, they insist on an elaborate wedding banquet, and the cover story quickly unravels. It's a comedy that gently exposes the unspoken denial and double lives so many lived to meet family expectations. I've seen the same dance, the roommate story, the matchmaking charade, the whispered, "Why is he still single?" Classic. Dear X, 2018, by director Mag Xu and Hsu Chih-yen, available on Netflix. The story begins with San-liang discovering that her ex-husband had cut their son out of his life insurance, leaving it all to a man named Jay. Then her teenage son moves in with Jay, forcing her to reassess both men and herself. It's messy, funny, and very Taiwanese, with love, grudges, and caregiving all tangled together, and the kind of shouting matches and decor you might recognize if you grew up there. And the third movie is one I just saw in Europe. The Time of Huannan, directed by Lilies, was selected as a finalist at the Netherlands' biggest LGBTQ film festival, Rose Filmdagen, in 2025, which praised it as a stunning visual jewel unfolding in the bustle of a Taiwanese market. Set in Taipei's 55-year-old Huainan market, the story takes us back to 1991, when the Huainan Four were 3 sworn brothers and a young woman. But one of them never appears in photos because he's actually a time traveler from 2022. The missing photo becomes a key clue as the film weaves suspense, time travel, and a gender and time paradox into themes of youth, friendship, and self-discovery. I love how director Lilies takes big risks, telling an LGBTQ story through a blend of modern life and time travel fantasy, in a way that mirrors speaking up itself. Risky, yes, but as the film shows, deeply rewarding. Taiwan's movie industry has produced some excellent films. Check them out. On LGBTQ equality, being the first country in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage is something to be proud of. But Taiwan still has more work to do, like access to fertility services, full anti-discrimination protections, and recognition of non-binary individuals. But activism and creativity got us this far. We have the know-how and the momentum to finish the job, preferably before the guinea pigs start asking for seconds. Please subscribe and check out our other videos.